My kids make fun of me, okay? Hi guys! My name is Heather, and this is Create Your Own Cozy. Can you guys believe they did that after my introduction? Someone said, before you start, will you do the beginning of your videos? And then the whole room did Create Your Own Cozy with me. I'm not gonna lie, I had a little bit of anxiety before going in teaching at this amazing retreat with this amazing lineup of creators. If I'm honest, I did have imposter syndrome for a little bit before saying yes, and then a little bit before going to Wisconsin. Because, I mean, guys, the lineup, I was fangirling. What in the heck am I doing here? These are the things that were going through my mind. But let me tell you, prior to going up to teach, I went on a walk. I asked God to calm my nerves. I asked him to use my words to reach out to people. I didn't expect like some magical formula, but walking back to the group, there were a number of you that came up and told me that me being myself is what has impacted you the most on this channel. Not a project I created, not like some crazy tip, not me being the expert at everything, but just being me. And that was absolutely the encouragement I needed to be able to teach my very first class. I've never done a workshop before, guys. I just taught 60 people. And like, I'm just saying, Royce was there, Lynn was there, Connie was there, Jane was there, Sonnet was there, Debbie Frimmer was there, Kristen was there, and I got to teach. It was amazing. We had such a fabulous time. Let me just kind of walk you through our week. A number of us arrived on Tuesday evening. We got this amazing B&B. It was around 30 minutes from the venue, but Sonnet said it was a quick and easy drive there. So technically it slept 27 people, but we had 15 people on the rooming list with 14 beds. So we wanted to make sure we split the 4 bathrooms well. I mean, come on, we're all ladies, right? So we went to the B&B, and honestly, I'm gonna say that was one of my favorite parts of this. A lot of these women have been a part of Sonnet's creative membership group for 3 years with me. I was around from the very beginning with a lot of them, and I never met them in person. And I think it was Kristen that said this. It wasn't like we had never met before when we finally got to hug each other. It was like we hadn't seen each other in a long time. And that, I mean, it was magical. We went to the grocery store Tuesday night, grabbed some food. Sylvia kicked booty and was constantly picking people up from the airport. So much fun. Not everybody was in Tuesday night. Some of them were getting in Wednesday, but Wednesday morning we did make it to the Goodwill bins. I'm going to show you some of that footage there. It's Sonnet's Goodwill bins, and guys, it did not disappoint. There were 11 of us there, and we all got amazing, amazing things. Can you imagine if it was just one of us? Like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So we intend to do a show and tell at the B&B, but never got around to it. I intended to share it with you today, but my stuff is still in the mail. It did not all fit with me when I came home. So then we went to the Ye Old Goat, where one of Sonnet's booths is at. We all had some fun playing around in her booth and taking pictures and buying some stuff. We also saw her mom Tina's booth, and we took a picture over there as well. After that, we had a nice lunch and went back to the B&B to get ready for our little welcome party. Even the people that didn't feel comfortable staying with everybody, if they could, they came over. And even Julie wasn't going to the retreat, but she made sure she was in town so she could meet everybody. Our evening event was so much fun. Sylvia kicked booty again and made dinner for everybody. Kristen had an amazing idea to have like a raffle to make sure everybody was seen. It was fun times and it was community. Next up is Thursday morning, when the creatives went a little bit early to help Sonnet finish setting up. I mean, I'm not gonna brag, but I kind of got to rub shoulders with Royce and Jane and Kristen. I mean, Kristen and I have already rubbed shoulders, but come on, Royce and Jane, I got some good tips from Royce that I'm gonna be sharing with you. And I'm gonna say, well, my friend Royce told me this. It was so much fun to get them, know them better, be a little bit playful as we're getting ready for the retreat. After that, it was time to start welcoming you guys, the attendees. It was so great to meet you guys. I wish I would have gotten more pictures with you, but I had fun just getting to know each and every one of you, and just being glad that you were there. When the retreat, this was the VIP night, I got to take a class from Sonnet on how to make her infamous barn quilts. And that was fun to be able to sit down at a table and just create with people and talk and learn. As you are gonna start to see through the pictures, I look more and more tired every single day. And that is because every time you said, I'm gonna go to bed, it meant the night was over, and nobody wanted the night to be over. I think that night I did go to bed at midnight though, because I was like, guys, I'm teaching tomorrow, right? So responsible of me to go to bed at midnight. By the way, it was 2 a.m. the night before. Because you finish a conversation and then you go into your room and then you talk with your roommates for a while. It was like a really fun sleepover, right? So the day that I was teaching, there really was a piece. God definitely put people in my path to encourage me, and who said it's more about who you are than what you're creating. And it really helped me realize that I was there because you know what I'm good at? I'm good at being Heather. I'm good at telling my story. So it was really good for me to do that. I don't know how well I did. It was kind of a blur. The only thing I remember is when people send me videos. Yes, please. My kids make fun of me, okay? Hi, guys. My name is Heather, and this is Create Your Own Cozy. And your family gets to watch it. First thing we're gonna do. Okay, so we need the milk pink to mix for 10 minutes. I love this, and here's something am I getting too like contemplative? I don't know. But like there's stuff about like who I was before and being able to kind of recreate that or reinvent myself or just, I don't know why, like this part of it is like I'm not trapped in a cage. Like, is there stuff that like you can put in the cage because you treasure it, because you value it? So I want you to also look around on here and see if something speaks to you. And if there's something in the back that you can put in a cloche or a cage, like please do what speaks to you. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna stamp it, we're gonna paint it with DIY paint, and then we're gonna stamp over the top of it. And I want you to see that the first stamp doesn't have to be perfect. It's an outline. It's kind of what you think you want out of your life. The painting, it's gonna look messy, right? Like, and you can just leave it there. It's gonna look messy. You can blend, you can be perfect. You can, you are looking at me with the sweetest face. It can blend, it can be perfect, like wherever you are, whatever stage of your life, like that's the effort you're gonna put into it. And then at the end, like you do your hovering and you're nervous and you're like, oh my gosh, this is like the final outcome. And sometimes that first stamp works. And it's like, this is a masterpiece. And sometimes you mess up and you smudge, but all you have to do is repaint and then do it again. And I feel like that's such a valuable lesson that we can apply to ourselves as creators. And like that was the therapy process. We're all wait, Carrie, turn around. I'm gonna make you cry. Right here. I'm going to hover over. I'm going to commit. Oh my gosh. Right?
Behold.
Can you reinvent yourself?
Yes.
If it's a mess when you do this, can you paint it again?
Yes.
Sorry, I should have done it the other way. I should be more of a professional in this. Oh my gosh. I love you, ladies. Way to go, Heather. The stories that have come out of the creations, I'm just going to share a few. I'm not naming names and I'm not showing pictures. I just got one picture where somebody, a beautiful lady, said, I have been in education for 45 years and now I am closing that chapter and seeing what's next. And it was a picture of books inside of a cage that she had stamped, then painted, then stamped. And it was a process. Like, I had wanted to encourage people to kind of do art therapy. Like, what are you working through? Another one, oh, I love this woman. It was two birds. It symbolized her family, and just a really touching story around it. I'm not going to share it, but oh my gosh, I love you. You know who you are. Another one was realizing that time is something that is not able to be gotten back. Chasing things that they don't want to chase, feeling like a fraud, having imposter syndrome. Like, people actually took my thing literally. And then another one, sweet Lisa, she gave me her picture. And listen, it's her art, so I don't have permission to share it on here. But it's a picture of butterflies, and she wrote on the back, FLY, first love yourself. And she said that she is taking that home with her and using that as a mantra. And then she gave me her picture and then wrote on the back. Oh, and those are just like 4 stories. Oh my gosh, my heart is so full. I am so exhausted, but my heart is so full. I got to walk around and hand out supplies, give people water when they needed it. Like, it was fun to be able to walk around and see how people are creating and interacting. I did get to take a couple where I got to paint pumpkins with Connie. I had taken classes with her before in our membership group, but in person it was just so different and better. And then I got to take Royce's class. Come on. I got to take a class from Royce. All in all, like, my heart is so full. I'm exhausted. When I came home, 2 of my kids were homesick the next day. Today is Thursday when I'm filming this, and my little one finally went back to school today. So mom is tired, but I got to come home and cuddle and snuggle with them and not be crazy busy. I did take naps like a boss, guys. In my real life, I am a great napper. And up until this event, I have not been able to close my mind down. So I would say that I'm a good napper again. Yep, I crushed it. Another thing that happened, gosh, I just totally didn't even mention this part. Tuesday, my flight landed at noon Eastern time for a layover, and that's when IOD went live. I mean, the launch was a slightly inconvenient launch, I'm not gonna lie, but let me tell you what happened out of that. Piper said, put me in, coach, teach me how to do this. Girl learned how to print out packing slips, how to ship my orders. I want to say she did over 60 orders while I was gone, and don't you worry, I paid that girl handsomely, because I told her when I got back, the ability for me to just relax while I'm gone and know that she's got it was priceless. She's 15. She wasn't like, oh mom, that's dumb. She was like, mom, I believe in you and I believe in your company, and oh my gosh, put me in. And she took it seriously. In fact, daddy wasn't doing his part some days, because she said, daddy, if I have it done, you need to drive it to the post office. She might have gotten on to him a little bit, but he got his act together as well. Listen, he doesn't normally have 3 kids to himself, and they weren't feeling great. So we're gonna give him some grace. Piper got on him. My orders got out. I hope that they're accurate. I told her I'd rather them be accurate than fast. So I wanted to thank each and every one of you who purchased from me from this new release. It was my first time doing a holiday release with IOD. It's my first year around the block, and oh my gosh, you love the stuff. In fact, my new order is set to arrive today, Thursday, and some of it's the last of this that I'll get. I know the transfers are sold out. The trees and I'm getting more trees and snowflakes as well. They are sold out to the stockist, so I can't buy any more. So whatever comes in from those, that's it. What an amazing launch. I'm humbled from the support that you guys have given me. I just feel very blessed right now. And I think something that has come out of this retreat for me as a creator is, I think it's time for me to stop. I'm gonna step out of Sonnet's membership group and take a beat. It's time for me to see what's next for me. Do I have the retreat bug? You better believe I do. Do I have the bug to meet people in person and hear their stories and hear their voices? I told so many people, oh my gosh, I love your voice. And I figured out later why. April, here's why. I have read your words when you guys comment and encourage me, But to hear your voice attached to those words was life-giving to me, because sometimes when you're out here, it feels a little bit isolating. But being at this event, staying at the B&B, breaking bread with people, hearing their stories, hearing their struggles, life-giving. The last night we were there, I went to bed at 4:30 and I got up at 6:30, and I said, I can sleep when I get home, because the conversations and the tears and the laughter and the hugs and the compassion was worth being a little tired. So you know what, when you see pictures of me and my eyes look like this, I earned those, and I'm proud of those. Will coaching be next for me? Maybe, probably. I don't know how. I don't know how many. I don't know about what, but I do know that I am reinvigorated. The reason I started Create Your Own Cozy was because I was looking to create an outlet that I didn't have when I lost myself having children and being a mom. And in my mind, I thought that meant like a location, a store, to create that community. And my friend Jen, who was the one that encouraged me to start this channel in the first place, and she said, don't you realize that you've created community with loving on people and people being accepted, and it doesn't have to be in person. So that has always been your dream. So I'm just trying to figure out, is it something where I grab people struggling in their first year of having a YouTube channel? Is it something where it's small business owners? I don't know. My heart is kind of saying smaller knit group, so that more connection can be had and more check-ins can be had. It's just something that I am considering, but I am taking a beat. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just taking a beat, and I am listening to what God is telling me to do next. And I don't know, I just want to encourage you guys to do the same. I'm so thankful for you. This is not my normal video. I am creativity-ed out. This week was about rest. It was about reconnecting with my family. I think I'm probably, like, the dishes are almost cut up. You know those were behind. I think, like, I almost feel like I'm back in the swing of things. I already had an IOD video started with some of the stuff I didn't show in my other video. But guys, I just really wanted you to hear my heart. I wanted you to be encouraged that if you don't have your people that understand you, to find them. And gosh, never would I have thought this a million years ago. You can find them online. Never would I have thought. You know, like, my kids are messing with me, like, you're going to stay with people that you've met online. Isn't that something you tell me not to do? Oh my gosh. It was amazing. Thank you, Sonnet, for providing the outlet for me to teach, for trusting me to teach for my first time under your business umbrella. And thank you for the push that you've given me these last 3 years in the membership group. You pushed me way outside my comfort zone. You pushed when you saw it was good for me. You didn't push me beyond what I was capable of, and I'm really, really grateful for that. Probably next week I'll be back to creating, because guys, I have all this holiday release stuff and I need to start playing, but we're gonna wait till next week. I hope you guys have your stuff and you're creating. I hope you're creating something for you to feed your creative soul. If you enjoyed this video, I don't know, leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you see as a potential for me in my future, because, you know, I can have my blinders on and have some blind spots. So if you see something in me that could scare the garbage out of me, let me know in the comments below. I love you. I'm thankful for you, and I will see you guys in the next video. I went ahead and started a Create Your Own Cozy community over on Facebook. Come find it, join, and join in the conversation with all of our people.